Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment explains it. You read the title, you know what we're going to be talking about, so let's get to talking about it. Ultimate Black Panther #9, Searching for the Sorcerer Supreme. That's the subtitle I've given it. Let's do what we need to do so we can do what we want to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when the material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoving to put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share. How come? Because edutainment is what I do. And we aren't gonna waste no time getting into it. Let's get into it. Black Panther Ultimate, issue #9. That is the main cover for Black Panther issue #9. As we can see, we've got Killmonger, Okoye, and T'Challa on the cover, looking at a sorceress sigil of some sort. FYI, this don't occur in the book. This is cover art to the Isart. If we're gonna look at covers, I'd rather look at a variant cover, which looks cooler. That's a much cooler cover for Black Panther #9. He looks kind of panthery there, and with his face kind of darkened out, that looks very panthery. I like that cover much better than the main cover. Let's get to the story. First two paragraphs remain the same. It's just telling you about the 6160 and the dastardly Ryan Khonshu. Bottom paragraph. The war has raged for months. We know this. Khonshu has built an army that worships him as a god, calling himself Moon Knight. Black Panther pursues him while Killmonger and Storm search for a Sorcerer Supreme who can teach them the truth about vibranium and its mysterious twin. If you've been keeping up, you know we've also discovered a metal that is different than vibranium. But let's get into it. Here are Killmonger and Ororo in Eastern Europe, someplace. They are searching for the Sorcerer Supreme. But Ororo is talking about, we don't owe T'Challa nothing. We don't owe Wakanda anything. Why don't we just beat feet, leave them high and dry? But Killmonger says no, because I gave T'Challa my word that I would. Killmonger in the 6160 is a man of his word. Interesting. There is a sniper up there. Well, there was a sniper up there. He got electrocuted. Yeah. And down below, we got Eric pulling up. Ooh, breaking that leg, hobbling that guy, and just telling him to go to sleep. Wow. Okay, so as they make their way into this facility, they make a rather interesting discovery about it. Boom, people are getting blown out of it. Scientists, guards, everybody is being expelled forcefully from this building, which results in their deaths. That doesn't bother a guy named Killmonger or a gal named Storm. Should we worry about it? Should we worry about it? Should we be worried about it? Nah, they ain't worried about it. This is how you know they ain't worried about it. There's still folks being expelled out of there by some unseen force. Would you keep going? Ororo and Eric would keep going. And as they get deeper into the facility, Ororo contemplates, is it such a good idea letting this individual free? And Killmonger tells, we done made worse alliances than this. And she like, and the consequences was just as worse. So before any couple arguing can begin, there is diabolical laughter. Diabolical laughter is never good to walk towards in comicdom. But they keep walking towards it. Ororo floats them down. And they force a door where there is a disembodied voice talking on the other side, saying, you're not supposed to be here. And are you a friend? And he said he'd like to be. But the disembodied voice doesn't believe him. Uh-oh, that could be a problem. We'll get back to that in a second. Meanwhile, here's Khonshu speaking to the masses, giving them a hater speech about, look what I've done for you. What has Wakanda done for you? Essentially, that's the speech. Wakanda sucks. I am great. I promise you a wonderful future. And Wakanda ain't did nothing but seize power for themselves and giving you nothing. So are y'all going to ride with me or are y'all going to ride with Wakanda? You know what I'm saying? Look at him. Don't he look crazy like he's raving? You know what I'm saying? And then we put some focus right there in that fourth frame on a hooded figure. Who might that hooded figure be who is listening to this speech? Actually, nobody looks moved by this speech. So what is Khonshu trying to achieve? Propaganda? Kind of like how the masses can listen to someone charismatic talk, but even though they're charismatic, they're dishonest as hell. Ooh, sounds like another charismatic leader that's doing stuff in real life. Anyway, the hooded figure has heard enough, and he's leaving because now Wakanda, or not Wakanda, but the people who aren't part of Wakanda are now falling under Khonshu's influence. And just like they said, they believe him to be a god. T'Challa has heard everything and reports back to Shuri. And I know T'Challa is contemplating, shit, I could just go and end that fool right now. And that's what he's thinking. Because I'm pissed off and he's talking trash. I should just go F him up right now. That's basically where T'Challa was with it. But Shuri, of all people, is being the voice of reason. How many times in the 616 have we not seen Shuri being the voice of reason? So I say that to say this to everybody who has a criticism about how Ultimate Black Panther is not like Black Panther in the 616. Not supposed to be. Whole nother universe. You could get better, you could get worse. But as did, you know what? I'm going to save that for the end of this review. See, he's got his claws out, he's gritting his teeth, but Shuri manages to talk him down. And so instead of opening up a can and potentially kicking Khonshu in the mouth again, T'Challa chooses to take it back to Wakanda. Meanwhile, Killmonger and Ororo have gone deeper into this facility, and he says, I think you might be trouble. And then they find this figure standing in the dark. Who is this figure? What's he doing back there? He knows who they are. That's never a good thing when somebody knows who you are. And he's looking like that. Do I want to trust this guy? No, they don't want to trust him. I wouldn't trust him either. Would you? Nah. Already, you're not looking very sorceress and you're not looking very supreme. So I'm really not trying to talk to you looking all weird in the dark with your head cocked all weird and stuff and saying things like, "Are you the sorcerer?" And he says, "Nah, this is just my voice, my puppet, if you will." That doesn't sound like a Sorcerer Supreme who has good intentions. If he's using human bodies, or should I say, if they are using human bodies to speak through because they can't speak for some reason. Why can't they speak? That's interesting. And so Killmonger steps inside to find this individual has been using this human to speak through because they don't want her speaking. Is it because she's going to speak spells that are going to be problems? You know what I mean? That is a point of concern. So this Sorcerer Supreme, is she really going to be the savior that we think she's going to be? If she is, in fact, the Sorcerer Supreme, I, for one, am skeptical. Unfortunately, this is where our tale ends. That is the cover to Ultimate Black Panther number 10. We do not see anyone different on the cover than who we usually see. So has this Sorcerer Supreme been revealed? We don't know. But you know what? We're going to pull up for the pull up and see what's happening next issue. Brian Hill, Stefano Caselli, the story is developing. I'm not going to sit around and say things like the story is developing too slow. We 9 issues in. As I told y'all last month in my last review, this T'Challa is young. His father just died in issue number 1. Here we are 8 issues later, and only months have passed. Okay? So there's not going to be this big awakening as far as action and knowledge and intellect and that sort of thing are concerned. He's still T'Challa. He's still the Black Panther. Even though he was flawlessly and fantastically trained, pun intended, in Fantastic Four number 52, he still had things he needed to learn. This T'Challa still has things he needs to learn. He's not the unstoppable, super prepared T'Challa that we see in the 616. He's just not that cat. All of this stuff is pointing to it. He's temperamental. He's reluctant to kill. All of these sort of things. He hasn't developed into the T'Challa we know and love yet. And the question becomes, not to me, but to y'all as fans, do y'all want to continue watching, listening, monitoring the story being developed by Brian Hill? That's on you, not on me. I'll be here if you want to hear it. If you want to jump off and say this is too boring, the story's not moving, there's not enough action, the usual reasons we say we ain't gonna F with a book no more. It's up to you, y'all. It's up to you. I feel like something's gonna happen that is worthy of sticking around for. Agree? Disagree? Talk to me in the comments. That's it for now, y'all. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.